What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the 4 for 4 Philly Fan Podcast. Just got done recording my Didi Gregorius re-signing video, and I did a live stream yesterday doing a play-by-play for the Sixers Timberwolves game, but I did say at the end of it that I was going to do a game recap video. So here it is, my game recap video of last night's big-time W over the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was not close in the second half at all, where we pretty much dominated the entire half. Joel Embiid just continues his dominance, his MVP performance season, with another MVP performance last night. 37 points, 11 rebounds in just 26 minutes of play. The big fella has it going on. And, before I do get into any of the other stats, I just want to say thank you all for, coming out to the live stream last night. For those of you that did, I am going to try to do it probably once or twice a week now that I have a little bit more time on my hands. But, yesterday was a little fun. It was fun. Yesterday was fun. I was a little, shaky in the beginning, but once the game was going on and I got used to it and doing the play-by-play, it did get a lot easier. So it's only going to get better from here on out. But I do appreciate everybody that did come out to the live stream last night. It was a lot of fun. So if you are new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I do videos on all 5 teams in the back of me: Eagles, Sixers, Phillies, Flyers, and the Union. So again, if you are new, make sure to hit that bell and subscribe. So back to the game. Joel Embiid was completely dominant last night. 37 points for Joel Embiid, with like 18 free throw attempts, 16 of 18 from the line. What did he go from the field? He was pretty solid. He started off a little slow, but then it got better. 10 of 19 from the field with 0 turnovers. He really did play a really good game last night. He started off 2 of 10 and finished 10 of 19, but he was getting to the line whenever he wanted. Ed Davis was just too small for him to even guard. They had to put Jared Vanderbilt out there a whole bunch, and he couldn't stop him either. At points in the game, it was just literally got to the point where they would not even guard Embiid. He scored 37 points in 26 minutes, not even playing the fourth quarter in last night's 24-point victory, 118-94. So it was just complete domination by Embiid all night long. Had a couple, nice moves. Had a nice jab step dunk. He's playing like the MVP. We know that Joel Embiid has been playing this good all season long. This is nothing new for Sixers fans. Tobias Harris, 17 points, was a little quiet in this one. 6 of 17 from the field. That was, I've seen better from Tobias, but still, he definitely does deserve an all-star spot this year. He also had a double-double, 17 points and 11 rebounds with a massive and one dunk in the fourth quarter. Got me up off my seat. I started going crazy. I love Tobias. I really think that he has worked out whatever he needed to do. And, with Doc Rivers, we've seen this guy play well before with Doc, and that's exactly what he's doing this year. The only other time he was ever in all-star considerations was 2 years ago before he got here, and that was with the Clippers. And guess who was his coach? Doc Rivers. Ben Simmons, a little quiet in this one. 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Or, my bad, I think it was 7 assists. Yes, 11 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds in this one with 3 steals, I'm pretty sure. No, sorry. With 2 steals. So Simmons had a Ben Simmons-like game last night. Just completely dominating on the defensive end, running the break, finding the open guy. It's Ben Simmons. We know what he is good at. We know what he's not good at. He struggled a little bit in the beginning of the game with, just some misses, some easy misses that, Ben Simmons has been, should make. Some easy layups. He's got to make them. But other than that, he was pretty solid all night. Matisse Thybulle's another person, we know what he is good at, and that is defense, and that's exactly what he did yesterday. Filling up the defensive stats as he usually does in this one. 2 blocks, 3 steals. He's a great defender. Only 2 points, 1 of 3 shooting, but it doesn't matter because we know what Matisse Thybulle is. Seth Curry also had a much better game, scored 12 points in this one. He looked better than he has the last 2 games against the Lakers and against the Pistons. It's nice to see him, shoot a little bit better because we're going to need him. I mean, he's a big piece of this team. We struggled without him until, we got Embiid and Simmons back, and then when Tobias came back, it was a lot better. But Seth Curry's a big part of this team. He's a starting player. He's, when he's on, the team seems to be on, and it just seems to flow a lot more better when he is, finding his shot. Furkan had a pretty good game, 8 points, 3 rebounds. He had a little stretch in the game where he scored like 6 points straight for him. And, that's pretty good. Shake Milton, 13 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, plus 12 off the bench for him. Shake has been struggling a little bit with his shot, but yesterday really didn't seem to faze him. I mean, pretty much the second half was when the Sixers started to completely dominate the Timberwolves, and it just wasn't close anymore after that. We got the early lead. We got into double figures. We hovered around 8 to 9 points for a little bit, and then it just went completely off once they started giving Embiid the ball. They went to him 5 straight possessions, and it ended up in 10 straight points for Joel Embiid. Again, he's absolutely dominating. And I know they didn't have Karl Anthony Towns last night, but I really just don't think that would have stopped anything. Obviously, it might have disrupted them a little bit more, but Towns isn't the greatest defensive center anyways, and when you have a guy that is as hot as Joel Embiid has been this season, finding, just getting ways to go to the basket, getting ways to score points, whether it's from the free throw line, 3-point line, it doesn't really matter. He's just been scoring the ball at an insane rate from anywhere on the court this year. His shot selection has been a lot better from 3. Anything mid-range and up, I feel very comfortable with him doing since he's been doing it his entire career. It does not matter to me what Embiid is doing because he has been doing everything right. Tyrese Maxey had a little stretch in the game where he was 3 for 3. He finished the game with 8 points, -5 on the plus-minus, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter to me. That was just garbage time anyways. Danny Green only had 3 points in this one, but, again, we know what he is capable of doing. We've seen him do it. Dwight Howard struggled a little bit, as he has been in the past couple games with fouling. He was in foul trouble yesterday as well. A couple offensive fouls and a flagrant foul was assessed to him earlier on in the game. But, other than that, the Sixers were just downright dominant in the second half of the game. We ended up shooting 50% from the 3-point line. We were 84% from free throws. We out-rebounded them 51-38. 12 offensive rebounds to their 4. They had 29 fouls. And, Embiid had 18 free throws. That doesn't even count the ones that he was fouled on the floor or anything like that. It was just a complete domination. We only had 10 turnovers to their 18. We played a lot better than them, especially in the second half. 11 steals to 3 for the Sixers. We ended up shooting 44% from the field. So it was just pretty much a good game all around by the Sixers in the second half, and that's exactly what happened. It was a good win, but tomorrow we do have a test. We have to play Miles Turner and the Indiana Pacers. They have a couple good players on their team. Domantas Sabonis, Malcolm Brogdon, they're 2 really good players, even in all-star considerations. Domantas Sabonis was a all-star last year. So, it's a rivalry game, sort of say. Pacers and Sixers have had their battles in the past. Last season, obviously, T.J. Warren dropping 53 points in the bubble for the first game. That was rough. But I don't know. I think the Sixers can hold their own against the Pacers. I definitely think we're the better team. We're first place in the East, 14-6 now with the East best record. We're a game and a half up on the Nets and 2 games up on the Bucks for first place. The Sixers are playing a great brand of basketball right now, and you know, it it doesn't really matter to me how you do it. Just get the win and move on to the next one. We have an upcoming game against the Pacers, as I just said, tomorrow, and then the Charlotte Hornets on Wednesday. So it is nice to get a 2-day break from, for Joel Embiid and the team. But, with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning into the 4 for 4 Philly Fan Podcast. Make sure to go check out my DD Gregorius video that I just posted. Sixers win this one, 118-94. Joel Embiid was absolutely dominant, as I've been saying all video. 37 points in 26 minutes, 11 rebounds for the MVP of the league right now, in my opinion. Tobias Harris making his case stronger for an all-star spot. Ben Simmons doing what Ben Simmons does. The team just played great in the second half, and they ended up getting the W by 24 points, covering the 7.5 spread. So with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in to the 4 for 4 Philly Fan Podcast. This is your host. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I am out. Peace.